Hi, boys and girls. Today we're going to be starting a new unit about how the human body works. We're going to be reviewing different ways to keep your bodies healthy and why it's important to take care of your bodies and keep them healthy. You're going to be learning mostly about three human body systems: the skeletal system, the muscular system, and the nervous system, and how they work together to help your body function. Now, let's talk about the title of this lesson, Building Blocks and Systems. You know how titles of books and stories often foreshadow or give you a hint about what you're going to be reading and hearing, kind of like a heading? Well, today's lesson has a heading called Building Blocks and Systems. Over the next few weeks, you're going to be learning about the human body and its many interconnected systems and how the systems are related to our senses. If you're familiar with any of the human body systems, then you'll kind of have a little bit of idea of what we're going to be learning about. If you think your body is simple, it's more like a complex machine. Can you think of a complex machine? Well, an example I have of a complex machine is a bicycle. And most of you have bicycles. So if one part of the bicycle, like say the chain, failed to work properly, what do you think would happen? Well, that system of the chain on the bicycle, if that didn't work, then the whole bicycle would not work the way it should. Well, in the human body, you have many, many systems that take place and work inside your body that you can't see. And these complex systems, each one of them then works together so that you can do things like pay attention at school or play a sport, or even do something like be warm-blooded. Have your body temperature stay about the same when you're healthy. You can think of it like this. Do you have to make your heart beat, or does your body do it automatically? Well, you know, your body does it automatically. So before we get into our human body study, I want to give you a few vocabulary words, and these are kind of scientific, so I want to take some time to introduce them to you. Cells. Cells are the smallest units that make up living things, and they're microscopic. So this happens to be an image of red blood cells and white blood cells. But as you can see, if you've ever cut your finger or scraped your knee, these big blobby things that look like pillows don't come out. That's because they're microscopic. They're so tiny, and you have so many of them that it just looks like a red fluid when you cut your finger or scrape your knee. Circulate. Circulate is a verb that means to move around in some sort of loop or circle. Here you're seeing an image of an animation of a human heart and how the blood circulates in and then goes out of the heart. Functions. Functions are the actions or activities that something's designed to do. You know this is an image of the human brain, and your brain works really well at thinking about things and imagining things and coordinating if you're going to play tetherball, whether you hit the ball or duck out of the way. Your brain is not part of the system that makes your left arm move by itself. It doesn't pull or push on any bones. It has a special function. So muscles have special functions, brains have special functions, stomachs have special functions. Lots of systems have their own special functions in them. Organs. Now, organs are those major parts of the body formed by tissues that perform special functions. So, as I said before, you have a heart. Well, your heart is an organ, and its major function is to pump blood throughout your body. You happen to have two lungs. Lungs are an organ, and their main function is to pull oxygen out of the air that you breathe in and then send it into the bloodstream to go to the cells of your body. Already we're starting to see how those systems are connected. And finally, we talk about tissues. Tissues, not Kleenex, tissues are masses of cells that have a special structure and come together to form organs. So, for example, your lungs are made of lung tissue, or your brain is made of nervous tissue, and your stomach is made of muscle tissue, and your skin is made of epithelial tissue. So those are all different kinds of tissues that work together to form an organ. Okay, I think we're going to get started with our read aloud next.